Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining me today for the main event. I'm Douglas and this is the Highland Hikers. So you can see behind me there's a gate blocking the road that we need to head along just now. That's because we're in Glen Strathfarrar to do the circuit of 4 Munros here. But this isn't a publicly accessible road. They only let in 25 vehicles a day here, and you need to wait until 9 o'clock at this gate behind us before you can actually get in. So it's about, I think, 10 to 9 just now, so we've got 10 minutes to wait. There's a few other cars waiting to get in, so we should be fine to press ahead with today's walk. But it should be quite a good one, although sadly the conditions are nowhere near as good as they were yesterday. You can see it's raining just now. There's a lot of cloud about, although if I turn round, the peaks do seem to be poking out above the sort of belt of mist that's running around. So I don't know, maybe if we get above that the rain might go off, or you know, we need to wait and see what the conditions are like. So yeah, as I say, we're in Glen Strathfarrar at the moment, which is about 40-45 minutes outside of Inverness where we stayed last night. And for the walk today, circuit 4 Munros, quite a long one, 25 kilometres and around 1600 metres of ascent. So the Walk Highlands route suggests somewhere in the region of 7 to 10 hours, so it should be quite a long one today, but 4 Munros that I haven't done before, so I'm going to increase my tally a bit more, which will be pretty good. But yeah, given I'm getting quite wet just now, I think I'm going to go and wait in the car until we're allowed to get through the gate and we can drive along the rest of the road to get to the starting point for the walk. Well, that's us made the short trip along the private access road to the start point of the walk. You can see we've parked off just off the road here. It took about 15-20 minutes to get along here. We found a nice parking spot just off the side of the road, which is maybe 100 or 200 metres beyond the start point of the walk. So that was yeah, good place to drop the car. So yeah, just getting kitted up, ready to start the walk. That's the rain gone off as well, which is good. So hopefully it stays off, but I think given the amount of cloud around, I doubt on a walk as long as we're doing today that we'll stay completely rain free. But yeah, ready to get going. Fueled up on a nice big breakfast, so ready to get the walk underway and get some more Munros in the bag. Well, sadly the rain didn't stay off for long. We're just on our way up the path just now, and yep, it is jacket time for everybody. And it would seem that we've all got the same waterproof jacket. The team jacket, you might say. But yeah, hopefully it's not going to be on for too long. We'll need to see how it goes. I think the forecast for today was for passing showers, so yeah, hopefully it will go off, but jacket's on just now for sure. Well, we're still on our way up the first Munro of the circuit. As we were heading up, we saw the clouds sort of catching up behind us, and unfortunately we're now completely enveloped in the cloud. About 700 metres at the moment, so we've got just under 300 to go. The first summit's at 993, I think. So we're on our way up. When we were lower down, we did see some of the summits were out of the clouds, so hopefully this passes by and we will get some cloud-free summits, but we'll need to see how it goes. At the moment, nothing to see, so we'll press on and get to the top of this first one.
Summit to ourselves.
So we've made it to the summit of the first Munro of the day, which is Sgurr Ruaidhe. Apologies for the pronunciation, I didn't look them up beforehand, so I'm probably going to get them all wrong today, but yeah, we'll have to make do. But that's it, summit cairn just behind us there, at a height of 993 metres. And we have actually popped above the cloud. At least in certain directions you can get some views, which is pretty good. Although the rain has come back on again, which isn't as good, but it's not too heavy. Yeah, fairly alright. It was a decent walk to get up here. There was a good path most of the way. Some bits got a bit boggy, but yeah, it's taken us just over 2 hours to get up here, which isn't bad. So hopefully we'll make good progress along the ridge to get the next 3 Munros now. Right, well, I've made it up to the summit of the second Munro of the day, which is Carn nan Gobhar, at a height of 992 metres, and its conditions have stayed pretty good. The cloud comes and goes and we get some views here and then they disappear again and then a bit of rain comes in, but yeah, it's not been too bad. We put the jackets on at the summit of the first Munro, and then after about 5 minutes the rain went off again and we're like, right, jackets back off again, and they've been off since then. But this one's quite a rocky plateau. There was a lot of big boulders and rocks to negotiate to get to the summit here, so you need to watch your footing on that. You know, you don't want to fall over and twist or break your ankle or something, so be a bit careful when crossing that. But yeah, it's about lunchtime now, so I think we're going to have some well-earned food before we continue on round to the third Munro of the day. Well, this is the summit of the third Munro of the day, Sgurr Fhuar-thuill Ghlais, at a height of 1,083 metres. So it is the tallest of the circuit of 4. Although it's not really obvious where the actual summit is. So you can see behind me there's a trig pillar, but if I turn around this way, you'll see there's a large cairn behind me that way, and if I spin round in the opposite direction, you'll see there's another large cairn over there. And having checked on Walk Highlands, all it says is the summit has a trig pillar and 2 cairns. So I think as long as you visit all 3 of them, then you'll have definitely made it to whichever one happens to be the summit. But yeah, it was quite a steep climb to get up to here, although not too much ascent actually, even though this one is the tallest of the 3. The Bealach between number 2 and number 3 is relatively high up, so the actual reascent wasn't too bad, albeit it was quite steep. But we've still got some nice cloud floating around. You can sort of see it's coming and going. Sometimes we're in the clouds, sometimes we're out of it. But no, it's been a really nice day today. It's been very, very calm, although it has made it quite sort of humid and muggy, so it's been certainly sweaty going. But yeah, that is the third one done. I think time to continue on to number 4. It's quite cool walking along the ridge here. There's a bank of cloud just sitting to the right hand side of it, whereas on the left hand side it's completely clear. It's like it doesn't want to go up and over the ridge, at least not at the moment. I don't know. We'll see how it does as we continue along. So we're just at Munro top just now, on the way round to the 4th Munro of Sgurr Fhuar-thuill, or something along those lines, which you can possibly see through the clouds behind us. But apparently at the top we're at just now, there are some stunning views down into the quarry behind us, but as you will see, that quarry is just full of cloud, so we cannot see these stunning views. But if you do happen to be up here and it's a clear day, make sure you stop off here at the top and check it out. You can see behind us, back to Munro number 3, seems to have poked itself out of the clouds, so you've got quite a nice view back that way of where we've just came from. But yeah, nearly at the 4th one, and then we shall be descending back down into the glen. Well, I've made it the 4th and final Munro of the circuit, which is Sgurr Fhuar-thuill, at a height of, I think it was 1,049 metres. If I've got that wrong then I'll correct it, but it's round about that. And you can see most of the cloud has finally disappeared now. We've got some good views back to the circuit that we've already walked round so far. It's been a good day, but we've got quite far to go to get back to the car. We need to descend back down into the glen, and then we've got the fun prospect of a 6-kilometre walk along the road to get back to the car itself. But such is life. But yeah, going to head down now and crack on with it. So Sgurr Fhuar-thuill actually has a third top on it, but you don't need to head along to that unless you're really wanting to bag all the tops. You can see there's a cairn just over there, and that marks the point where you want to head off of the ridge and start heading back down. So that's the route we're going to take, and follow this nice path back down towards the glen. Looks delicious.
Got that lovely sort of urine tinge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You doing a taste test?
Oh, it's good, slightly earthy, but other than that, I think perfect recipe. Have a give it a 4 out of 5.
Well, unfortunately that is the rain back on again, and it's been the heaviest spell that we've had to contend with so far. So my shorts are absolutely soaking, although obviously got the jacket on, so my top half has stayed dry. Hopefully it goes off again before we get back to the car, because I don't fancy the drive back to Inverness being absolutely soaking. It seems to be getting a bit lighter now, perhaps, so you know, as I say, we need to get down to the road, and then we've got probably about an hour to walk along the road itself. So you know, by the time we've done all that, hopefully it's gone off again. The rain showers never seem to stay on for particularly long, so hopefully this one will be like that as well. Well, that's us made it back down to the road that runs along the glen. So I think we've got about 6 kilometres to go to get back to the car along this, and the rain is back on. It had gone off briefly, but it's back on again now, so yeah, getting wetter. But yeah, 6 kilometres of marching along this road to finish off the walk. Well, it looks like we're going to have a bit of a shorter walk back along this road. There was a car coming up behind us, stopped, and asked if one of us wanted a lift. So Craig, given he's the driver for today, has jumped in the car, and he'll go down, get in his car at the other end, and then hopefully drive back to get me and James. Or he might abandon us. What do you think the chances are, James? Do you think he's going to collect us, or will he abandon us?
He'll try and work out how he can abandon you but collect me. Anyway, no, I think he'll come and get us.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, that should save us a bit of time. We get back to Inverness earlier, have some dinner.
Why are we walking still?
I don't know. I mean, we could just sit down at the side of the road, I suppose, but yeah, I suppose it depends how long it'll take him to get back here. Here he comes. It's our saviour. It's Craig. So you came back for us, Craig. We were taking bets as to whether you might abandon us or not.
I thought you might, you know, they might steal the car.
Or you. Threatening
you with a fishing hook. Or they drive off with your bag in the boot and your car keys.
So yeah, walk completed, back at the car, just getting kit off and ready to head back to Inverness. In terms of the walk stats, we ended up doing 22.4 kilometres at the point where Craig has come back to collect us, and just under 8 hours. I suspect there was probably a good 45 minutes left to go, so that's a wee result to finish up here and get back for dinner a bit earlier. But yeah, the walk itself, really enjoyed that. Looking at the forecast, we weren't too sure what it was going to be like. We thought we might be in cloud and rain the whole day, but I think on the whole we got a pretty good result. Yeah, we had some rain showers, but in Scotland, you know, rain's never far away, and we did get some really good views going around as well. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. 4 new Munros for me. 4? There's my 4 fingers. For me as well, so that brings my tally up to 205 now, so inching ever closer towards the magical 282. But yeah, no, this was a good one. The whole private access aspect of it made it a bit more interesting, having to wait for the gate to be open at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then heading along. And yeah, we didn't really see many other people, but got lucky right at the end that we happened to be finishing our walk at the same time another set of people were finishing their walk. They were doing something different, and yeah, offered Craig that wee lift along. So yep, no, that was good. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, should be hopefully back myself and Alistair next time. So thank you again, and see you then.